we are going to be talking about Saratoga. One key point that we have received from parents is that Saratoga is seen as a private school type of public school. Now, what this means is that it offers different pathways for students to get ahead in academic areas. There are some other private schools such as Nueva and Harvard that do this as well. It's not the same, but it is slightly similar. So that's why it gets the private school type of public school. But looking at their other key stats for the brief introduction, their teacher to student ratio is 1 to 19, which is lower than the state average, and 93% of teachers have 3+ years of teaching experience. Getting a quick look at their matriculation rates, Berkeley's rates did drop, but not as much as Lynbrook. It went from 19% in 2019 to about 14% in 2020. However, their UCLA admission rates actually increased from about 0.7% from 14.5 in 2019 to 15.22% in 2020. So now let's get into where do they go after graduation. When looking at where Saratoga students go after graduation, one main key point here is that Saratoga definitely has the highest interest in going to a community college out of the other schools by a decent amount. As you can see from this pie chart here from their school profile for the class of 2020, 20% of students in 2020 decided to go to a community college. Now, obviously, there is nothing wrong with that. There are two really great community colleges in the Bay Area. West Valley College is right next to Saratoga. They're ranked 6th in the state, and De Anza College, which is not too far away, is ranked 13th in the state. So that is just a personal preference for the class of 2020 for Saratoga High School. And then when looking at the other stats, the non-California place in the pie chart definitely dominates at about 42% when you combine the private and public for non-California universities. And then their UC had about 18%, and then their CSU is even lower than Lynbrook at 5.6%. But let's get into their key characteristic. For their key characteristic, they like to title these called special school programs, and these are programs designed to help students get ahead. Their first one is their generic one called the College Advantage. Now, what this is seniors with a 3.5 unweighted GPA or higher, they can opt to take only college courses and still receive the diploma upon the completion of their graduation requirements. So essentially this lets students get ahead and receive their degree quicker. Students can graduate college as quickly as a half year, even a full year early, depending on how many classes they take. For the next one is the Media Arts program. And what this one does is it focuses on English and social studies classes, and it develops student skills in media related performance and production technology. Furthermore, students receive hands-on experience with video, animation, graphic design, and so on. And these courses also satisfy graduation requirements for 9 through 12 English, 10 through 11 social studies, 12th grade government, and multiple arts-based requirements as well. So this is definitely for art students, allows them to get ahead and get that hands-on experience before college even starts. And then for their last one, which is STEM, it is called Project Lead the Way. And essentially this is 4 project-based learning courses that focus on teaching students different engineering topics. The curriculum is actually independent from the standard engineering courses. And because of this, it allows students to take the first 3 introductory classes without any prior engineering class experience. So as you can see, the key point for Saratoga High School is that they want to help students get ahead for college. They have their generic College Advantage program for students who do not know exactly what they want to do yet for college, which most students don't. So they have the College Advantage. And then for ones that are for the media and arts, they have that. And then they also have ones for STEM as well. But let's get into their academics. For Saratoga High's academics, there was a slight increase in both the ACT and SAT scores. As you can see, their ACT went up from 30.9 to 32.2, and then their SAT went up by 6 points from 2019 to 2020. However, the one stat that is also noticeable is that they did have a decrease in their national merit semifinalists. It dropped from 51 in 2020 to 30 in 2021. When looking at their other academics, they have a different way for GPA, they measure it by weighted, and they have categories for above 4.0, 4.25 plus is 26.2%, 40 to 4.24 is 24.5%, and then for 3.7 to 3.99, it is 13.3%. For their AP test, 91.5 received a 3 or higher. And for their CAASP, it's about even, 75% college ready for English and 74% college ready in math. And their number of AP courses is slightly more than Limburg, it's at 19. But now that we have covered Saratoga High School, let's get into our next school.